Well, hello class. As the email mentioned, it looks like we had a little bit of recording problem last night. So what I'm going to do is just do a quick overview of some of the important things we talked about last night. That way, if you missed anything, you can just review the video and then you'll know what was going on. Okay, first of all, I'll mention a little something about due dates. We are going to try and stick with the due dates as posted in the portal. So make sure you're going to be keeping up with those. We'll give you until say next week. We'll be in module 3, so let's try and say that the what we'll say is the module 3 due dates will be, we're going to hold to those. So if you do turn work in late, then you'll get some few points subtracted for that. And I only do that to make sure that everybody is just keeping up with the work. I don't think that's going to be a problem. I know everybody is serious about what they're doing here, so that shouldn't be an issue. But I just want to make sure we all understand how that's going to work. We will do most of the portal work. There will be some exceptions. Those will always be posted in the announcement section on the portal. The reason for this is that the university does monitor the fact that students are going into the portal and using it. So I don't really have much of an option on that. We're really required to have you use the portal, and that's the way that the university controls the curriculum. And there has to be some curriculum posted that everybody is going to be following. It's just, that's really the only way to do it, so you don't have people going off in all directions. However, we will go off in some directions because there's a few things I've already seen in the portal that are quite dated, and so we will go ahead and do our own thing in a few situations. That's going to always be posted in that first section. In the announcement section, there'll always be an announcement for every single module. So just check that, then you'll know if we're going to be skipping something. If you like to work ahead, that's great, but make sure before you do that, you contact me and let me know, okay, I was thinking of working ahead here. Are we doing this, doing that, whatever? So definitely make sure that you're checking on that. Okay, grading. I want to talk a little bit about grading. This is a master's degree course, so my opinion is everybody should be doing A and B work, and if it's not A and B work, you should fix it till it is A and B work. So, that's how the grades will be reflected. I am going to use the gradebook in the portal again, just because that shows that we're using the portal. Kind of refers back to what I mentioned before, that they do monitor that stuff. So if we skip an assignment, those points just won't be added in, so it won't make any difference. There'll be comments posted there. So once you turn an assignment in, if you go into the portal and look at the gradebook in the portal, you'll see that's where I put the comments. Is right where the grading goes on. And that's even if it's a discussion question, I don't always respond back in the discussion question. I'll grade it and then make my comments there. So that's where you need to look for that. Okay, let's move on to Module 1. Just a brief discussion on that. I talked about in the Module 1, Page 1, the graphic organizer. Oh, that brings me to another thing I wanted to mention in terms of the textbook. We're going to use that just as reference material. So it is somewhat dated, 12 years, I think, or whatever. I mean, even 1 or 2 years in technology is a long time. So we're not going to really I'm not going to require you to do any of the posted reading assignments that are in the portal, but that's up to you. If you want the background information, then please feel free to go ahead and do that. As far as what I would like you to do though is the resource packet that's posted. That information is more timely. So I think in every module there's a resource packet. So I would read that, and we'll be referring to some of that stuff. Okay. Yeah. So and also read the information posted in the portal. There's usually 2 to 3 pages of information in each module. Definitely, you should take a look at that. So in Module 1, there's a graphic organizer on the first page of the reading. And that's just some good questions. Kind of go through those, but as we're going through the different modules, we'll be referring back to those questions frequently. And as far as the standards go, the technology standards, we did have a discussion about that, and just wanted to make sure that we're kind of going through the discussion on that, talking about why haven't the standards been adopted. I worked in the technology field for a long time. I was technology director, as my bio stated, and I really think the reason why the standards aren't adopted is I think they are adopted, but not so much as a school district saying, okay, here's what we're going to do, this, and this. They're adopted more in a roundabout fashion in terms of the training that we do for teachers and those kinds of things. And I think as far as classroom teachers, standards for classroom teachers, that really I think is just a timing thing. The teachers are pulled in so many different directions. It's very difficult for them to have time to look at every lesson and apply technology standards to it. So I think the question more is, are teachers using technology appropriately? And that, if a teacher's just doing PowerPoint presentations and they're saying, I'm a technology user, well, they are, but they're just scratching the very surface of what the power of that technology is. It would be more important for the students to be doing the PowerPoint presentations, because now they're creating new content. They're using, technology information from the internet or other places. That would be a much better usage of PowerPoint than the teacher just using it for their lecture. So that's, I think, the more important thing. It's not so much, are we following the standards, but it's how are we helping our teachers become better technology users by using the real power of the technology. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to Module 2 discussion. Oh, before we leave Module 1, though, okay, but Module 1, Assignment 4 is the project and the field experience. Make sure you download that document. If you have any trouble finding it, let me know. It's looks like this, okay? You can see that. I'm going to hold it up to the camera. So it says course project and field experience. And, oops, sorry, just my son calling. Call you back. To make sure you download this, and it really is about I think, forget how many pages, 9 pages. Really goes through the field experience and project in detail. Read that. If you have any questions, send me an email. I think it's pretty self-explanatory what you need to do, but you need to make sure you're working on that starting right away, because they're going to be coming due in a few weeks, and if you wait, you're going to really be having to cram that stuff in at the end. Okay, Module 2 talks about learning theories. We're not going to spend much time on this. I think you've covered that in other courses, so we're going to really spend some time doing some other things. Talked about the use of the Wigio portal. We are going to be using this. I think it's a really cool tool. It's how we're able to do our conference calls. So make sure you get into that and update your information. I'm looking today, and it looks like I still don't see any phone numbers. I'd kind of like to have the phone numbers in there so that if I do need to, I can use this tool then to send a group text message to remind you about upcoming events and things like that. So if everybody could please input their cell phone number into that tool, that would really be great. And I have posted in the portal the web address there where you can go and just when you click on that, it'll take you right to our portion, our portal that I've created in Wigio. But again, it's an excellent tool, and part of the purpose of using these tools is I think the best way to learn to use a technology tool is to get in there and use it. We're also going to be using Twitter a little bit, and if you don't have a Twitter account, I'm going to have you create that. We're going to be using some stuff in Google. So each week we're going to try a new, different kind of technology and have you actually use that stuff. We're going to be skipping Module 2 Assignment 2, again, because it's really talking about the learning theories and such, and we're really not going to, like I said, spend a lot of time on that. Instead, alternate assignment, I have posted in the Wigio portal an article for you to read. So please, and it's on MOOCs, M-O-O-C. And so if you're curious about what that is, read the article and you'll find out what a MOOC is. I guess that's how you pronounce it. It's a new term. It's kind of a new phenomenon that's going on. It's just starting in the last couple of years in technology and online education. Okay, that's it. So I shortened that down from whatever we did last night, which was I think we were on the phone for about 50 minutes. So this is a 10-minute summary. Again, if you have any questions about anything, please make sure that you send me a quick email, and we'll make sure that. And also, I think there's one or two of you. Let me see who still haven't sent me a updated email address. Let's see who that is. It's Sharon. I need an email address you check frequently other than your Argosy account. Okay? All right, thanks. Signing off. Have a good day.